talking loud in the nighttime air. Voices clash without a care. Opinions swear like they matter so, but who's right we'll never know. Microphones like weapons drawn, swagger in the twilight dawn. Each word iron, each thought steel. To be heard is the final deal. Howling offense in the midnight haze. Everybody's offended, each one sways. We're offended, you're offended, that's the way. Claim the night with the things we say. Truths clash like broken dreams. Voice to voice, let it scream. What's real in this foggy light? Battle hard till the morning light. Feel the hunger of the crowd. Anxious to erupt so loud. Unity in discord side. Witness as their worlds collide. Howling up as in the midnight haze. Everybody's offended, each one's way. We're offended, you're offended, that's the way. Claim the night with the things we say. Truths clash like broken dreams. Raise your voice, let it scream. What's real in this foggy light? Battle hard till the morning light. Feel the hunger of the crowd. Anxious to erupt so loud. Unity in discord's tide. Witness as their worlds collide. Howling offense in the midnight haze. Everybody's offended, each one's way. We're offended, you're offended, that's the way. Claim the night with the things we say. We say. We say. We say. We say. We say.
My mother twitted my fucking temples!
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome
Hey.
to.
Get that out of here. Thank you.
I didn't do it. I don't know what you're doing. Welcome to We're Offended, You're Offended. I'm Kim. This is Tyler, and it is Monday. Hope everybody. No, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's Hump Day.
Oh, right, it is.
Where? I know, right? I'm all messed up. Hope everyone's had a fantastic week so far. If you are new here, hi, hello, welcome.
How do I just make this normal? Why is
Oh
it
my
all...
God, can you stop interrupting me? My God, what's wrong with you?
How do I
Stop.
How do I
Just
just make
stop.
it normal? How'd you do
Stop.
that?
You just click on it again. Oh my God.
Ah, I see.
All right, now that we've had a little bit of lesson time here,
I'm a
if you're new
boomer.
here, you've messed up my whole intro. Whatever, just fork it. Just do you. Seeing how you won't let me talk.
What's going on, everyone, over on YouTube, on X, whatever you're called over there, and Rumble. Rumble is super cool. I like it. My dad tells me to like it, so I like it. Yeah, actually, there's quite a few stories that are coming out, and today seems like this week. It seems like it's a bit of a fire hose. There's rumors that the United States is going to go to war with Iran. So yeah, okay, there's that. Canada is being urged by China to break free from your American oppressors and join us.
I want to break free.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'd rather not. I'd rather not. I don't want to be part of China. I don't want to be part of Europe. The United States is our closest ally, and I think the United States is obviously gearing up for something. But yeah, so we'll talk about that. And there's some interesting stories that have come out of the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, that the UK has become a hotbed for Muslim extremism. Who would have thought?
What? That's so
What?
weird.
I know. So we'll touch on that a little bit, and of course, because the UK isn't turning into isn't turning into 1984, which is funny because the book was based in the UK, and it's so funny that the totalitarian dystopia that 1984 was, the UK is like, yo, check it, got you, bro, and let's just do that shit. Yeah, so we'll talk about that and much, much more. But before we do,
Kick it, Leo.
How can we dance when our earth is turning?
they don't produce anything. They don't do anything.
How do we sleep when our beds are burning? How can we dance when our earth is turning?
All right. Yeah, so I guess share the show. I noticed this. 80% of you that watch our show aren't subscribed. 80% of you. So hit the subscribe button over on YouTube, guys over on Rumble.
How could you let
X.
Audrey 2 starve like that? Guys, feed the planet.
Feed me Seymour. Feed me all night long.
Agreed.
I mean,
Agreed. Yeah, so nearly 80% of you are not subscribed to us over on YouTube. Share the show. Share it with the fuck.
yeah, share it or he'll choke to death. Come on, guys.
Share it. Would you guys like it better if I more talk like this? Hmm? China is urging Canada to break from U.S. influence as PM Carney visits Beijing. Would you like that? Would you prefer a nice sultry voice?
Oh, that's weird.
Maybe throw in a little rasp. Huh? I know you chicks like your rasp.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. All right. Enough. Silencio. And I don't know why. So I was watching us on YouTube and we are in vertical mode. I don't like it. I think vertical mode sucks big pee.
There's two
And-
options in YouTube.
All right. Well, we'll talk about it after. Because if that's the case, sorry, vertical watchers, what are you doing? We landscape this shit. Get a Brazilian. We're landscaping, okay? Disgusting. Who watches vertical? Oh,
People. See, on Rumble, Rumble, it's only landscape. YouTube is the only one that there's two different options.
I don't like it. Sildor, shame on you. Shame.
See, people watch it in vertical.
Shame. All right. Enough of the riffraff and ha-has. It's time for the ho-hos. Or how does Winnie the Pooh laugh? Ooh, 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 ooh. Well, I don't know how Winnie the Pooh laughs.
I don't know. I think so. Maybe.
That's a reference to China. All right. So this is right from good old CTV News. So China urges Canada to break from U.S. influence as PM Carney visits Beijing. As Prime Minister Mark Carney arrives in China on Wednesday, his host sees an opportunity to peel the long-time U.S. ally away from their rival, at least a bit. China's state media. Sorry. Okay, I'll stop fucking around. China's state media is calling on Canadian government to set a foreign policy path independent of the United States, what it calls a strategic autonomy. Canada has long been one of America's closest allies, geographically and otherwise, but Beijing is hoping that U.S. President Donald Trump's economic aggression and now military action in Venezuela against other countries will erode that long-standing relationship. Yeah, China has a big desire. Well, we all know. Well, if you don't know, let Papa Tyler inform you. Okay, let me inform you. China has police stations that are operating in Canada separate from our Canadian system. We have parliamentarians that are bought and paid for by China. No joke. Look at Han Dong. Because if the name wasn't a dead giveaway,
Dong.
his donations sure as heck are. So
What kind of donations is Dong giving?
bow, bow, bow.
Sorry. I know. I'm very immature. Sorry, carry on.
Understandable. With a name like Dong, you gotta take one or two. Yeah, so the government bristled at former US President Joe Biden's efforts to strengthen relations with Europe, Australia, India, Canada, and others to confront China. Now it sees an opportunity to try to loosen those ties, though it remains cautious about how far that will go. Carney, for his part, has focused on trade, describing the trip to China as part of a move to forge new partnerships around the world to end Canada's economic reliance on the American market. Trump has hit Canada with tariffs on its
Right.
exports to the United States and suggests the vast resource-rich country become Canada's or the America's 51st state. Okay, and yada yada yada. Okay, so what we are seeing here, I'll lift the veil on some of this stuff we've talked about before. On the international stage, Canada is literally irrelevant. Literally irrelevant. You might as well put us in the same basket as like third world countries. We have no say. And for a country as large and as wealthy as ours, like in terms of resources, we should be like the UAE. We shouldn't have to pay taxes. It should all be funded through, like dividends from companies, all this type of stuff. But we've decided to do some weird eco bull crap where we leave everything in the ground and let Chinese companies, get exploratory rights to mining within Canada.
Nice. 'Cause that makes sense.
Well, someone's getting paid. No one in Canada. Well, let me rephrase that. The elites are getting paid. The average Canadian is struggling now more than ever. So what say you, Kim, with Canada possibly, probably not, but possibly joining China in a very important trade relationship?
Come on, phone. Now would be the perfect time. How about no? That's what I say. Seeing as how my phone didn't want to kick in for me.
That's it? That's all you got?
Well, I think China becoming any sort of more part of Canada would be extremely insane and detrimental to Canada. That would be it. Like, we're already headed in the directory of communism. I know what I'm trying to say.
Trajectory?
Thank you. Thank you. English is hard, okay? It's very
I get
hard.
it. I get it.
Yeah. So that word. Like we're already heading towards communism. If there's more of a connection with China, I think that's it. We're just gonna be forked. Like there won't be any going back.
Well, so I was listening to some talks on Giovanni Gentile, and for those that don't know, he is the father of fascism. And that ideology stood in direct contradiction to Marxism, which Marxism has a lot to do with in terms of like the collective communism. Um, Leftists have now called themselves their National Socialists, which the name of the little mustache, fuck, the little mustache man party, they were National Socialists. So I'm wondering if in these people's warped minds, like they've created a boogeyman, like, hey, if we're National Socialist, well, the natural enemy to Marxists and National Socialists are fascists. Like they stand in direct opposition to each other, even though they're like kind of the same side, like different sides of the same coin. But I'm wondering with these people, the leftists that we're seeing, trying to rip North America apart,
Always.
the West apart. So it's like they have their own side that they're fighting. This is all going to make sense in a bit, I promise you. They like on their side of the of the game, they hate each other. But on the other side of that is capitalism. And they view materialism as bad. Anyone that likes having stuff is bad. And you should be empathetic.
Well, how would having stuff essentially be bad when literally the entire world is built on stuff? You need to have stuff to make stuff to live.
Because to them, it's materialism. It impacts the less fortunate. It's all about class. Like communism, Marxism is now is more about recognizing class differences, which is still rooted in materialism. The idea of stuff, accumulating stuff. So that's what Marx was about. It was still a class issue based on money, material things. Where fascism was more tied to the mind creates the reality, and people should throw off materialism because that is not, how's the best way to say it? That's against actual enlightenment. Actual like divinity is removing the material component. So why I say this is China has kind of blended the kind of two ideologies together. So they've had to open up their markets to capitalist mechanisms while still having a very strong and rigid capitalist authoritarian control. You can do as much as you want as long as the state approves it. You can make as much money as you want, but the state gets its cut, and you fall in line when the state says you do this. So this is where Marxism, communism, and fascism they're kind of on the same side of that. Like you should be beholden to the state. And whatever. We don't really need to get that far into it. You don't need to. But so I wonder if these people have just kind of like constructed an enemy, like the old enemy in their own mind. So, like I said, the enemy of Marxists, of National Socialists, which they call themselves, is fascism, which is why they call everyone they don't agree with. Like in their mind, they think they're fighting fascists because that's what National Socialists hate. Catching what I'm throwing?
Kind of. I think so.
It'd be like if you were having an argument with someone and you're not actually like if I was having an argument with you about, I don't know, something we vehemently disagree on, like absolutely, like I don't know, you're saying like, hey, we got to trans the kids. I'm like, no. Like
that never happened.
There's right, but I'm saying like, but instead of me actually addressing your arguments, I'm actually addressing someone else's argument. I'm fighting someone else through you. I'm not actually addressing Kim. I'm addressing this boogeyman that I've constructed. So I think that's what like the National Socialists are doing. They're actually fighting this boogeyman that's not there. Like literally isn't there. But just because like their teachings talk about the natural enemy of socialism is the removal of materialism, a la fascism. So it's
Okay.
you know, it's just interesting little, you know, way that that we see this stuff going. I know I kind of put the train
Well,
back on tracks.
okay, so what is your thoughts on Canada dealing with China?
Well, we've already been infiltrated massively. We've let China operate within Canada almost without impunity. So instead of actually being able to Canada try and wield something, because Canada is so insignificant in terms of on the world stage, the big movers are India, China, the United States. That's really it. That's really it.
There was another one too.
Yeah, there was 4, but I'm forgetting what the 4th one was.
It wasn't Russia, was it? No. England? Ah, fork. I don't remember.
Well,
Whatever.
England is still a big part of it. There's a lot that England is still involved with, and if anyone remembers, you know, the opium wars that took place in China, where Britain was literally funneling in opioids into China to destabilize that nation. Well, China said flat out, as soon as the communists took over, we're just doing what you guys did to us. That's how they view it. You destroyed our country for years. So now it's time to return the favor. This is how a lot of countries and a lot of groups of people are looking. We see Muslims that are saying, hey, you know what? The Christians came to our nations or our lands and burned down our mosques, enslaved our women, and blah, 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 blah. Well, now we're going into their lands, taking their churches, burning them, converting their you know, their followers, or killing them. We're just doing what you guys did to us.
There's never any like I don't know. This I feel like this is wrong, so this shouldn't be repeated. It's literally eye for an eye. You did this, so instead of trying to move past it and grow, no, we're just gonna now go do the same thing to you. Like there's never any growth or resolution. It's just you hit, then I hit.
Right. So it's the perpetual escalation until someone finally says, "Okay, I've had enough." You know, we're going to blows like full on. You know, it's no longer a shoving match. It's now fisticuffs. We're not going at it.
Stupid.
So I think with China trying to do this, and we've seen, I think our government has pretty hidden. They very much have tried to hide, even though I've talked about it before. Go follow Andy Lee. Anyone out there, I encourage you, go follow Andy Lee. The receipts that she has with the infiltration that China has within Canada is staggering, and normies have no clue. No clue. So
Normie sounds so funny.
and I don't mean that in like a denigrating way. I just mean the people that you got life to live. You're busy. You got your kids. You're just trying to get through the month, trying to figure out where the hell am I going to get enough money to get food. I get it. Trust me, I get it. Oh,
Higgins
last
and Maine.
month, I get it.
I know. I picked up a side gig at Higgins and Maine.
Yeah.
To anybody who's not from Winnipeg, that's like Hooker Corner.
Well,
I mean,
you know,
the night workers.
the hookers.
Ladies of the night.
So I think China has
What,
infiltrated Canada to a large degree.
what What
So
I
what I think China is waiting for, or like the liberals are waiting for it to become, you can unring this bell. This is what I think the liberals have done to Canada, has tip, like kind of make the cultural shift, tip in a way that once that domino starts falling, you can't stop it. And I think that they've achieved that, because I think it's like you need 20% of a population, or is it 10% of a population, to foment a revolution. Don't need that many people, relatively speaking. Like 20% could just completely change your country. Irreparably, BBB, you know? So, and I think liberals are like liberals are cults. They're cult members. I see them online all the time. Trump's a fascist. You ask someone what a fascist is, they can't give you a definition. They have no clue what a fascist is. Literally could not tell you what a fascist is.
yeah, they can. It's Trump.
Yeah. It's like, okay, but what makes him a fascist? Well, he's a fascist. Look at all the things he's doing. I'm like, yeah, that's not a fascist. Authoritarian, okay. Maybe you can make that argument, but a fascist? No. But they don't know. It's just like everyone's a Nazi, everyone's a fascist, everyone's a white supremacist, to the point where those words mean nothing. Literally mean nothing. Yeah, dealing with fascists 101. Yeah, like maybe kind of know what a fascist is.
I mean, I think that would be step one. The definition of,
Well, and see, and this is what I find interesting. So these people say that they're against fascists, they're anti-fascist, they hate fascists. Fascists are bad people. And this is like, let me put this into perspective. This is how dumb these people are. The Nazis were the National Socialists. They call the people that stormed the beaches and liberated Europe, they called them anti-fascists. When they weren't fighting fascists, they were fighting Nazis.
What are you talking about? That makes complete sense. My brain isn't breaking as we speak.
Like, it's just they don't even understand what they're actually fighting against. And this is why I say it's funny, because like Giovanni Gentile talks about reality, like man constructs reality. There is no objective reality. We create reality. And it's so interesting that these people that say that they're anti-fascists literally talk about, like, don't believe your lying eyes. A man is a woman. All of these constructs, all these things that objectively do not exist, but they believe. If you believe it, they're like the orcs from Warhammer. Red makes things stronger. Yellow makes things go fast. Purple makes you invisible. But because they believe it, that's simply it. They believe that those colors imbue something with properties, makes it so. Leftists are dumb orcs.
You're not wrong. That was a really nerdy explanation. But you're not wrong.
Yeah, no, Isildur's right. Yeah, liberal fascist in Canada and Republicans conservative in down south. Yeah. Remember, our forefathers here kissed the ring.
Forefathers.
Yes, they kissed the king's ring. The guys down south flipped it off.
I kind of like the flipping off part.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
I want to kiss your ring. I spit on it, sir.
Yeah, so that's where I think Canada is really starting to move towards, is that shift. Do I think Carney's going to sign some trade deal with China? Yeah, maybe a little. Nothing major. Because the United States will not allow it.
Well, what's the United States gonna do if like to stop it? Other than like, I mean, if I was in
Take
the
it
state,
over.
I would be okay.
Just
Okay.
say, hey, Canada, cool army you got there. Our our fraternity houses are gonna come in and kick your ass.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay.
Like I kind of half joked, that like a tailgate party is better equipped than our military. And
Sadly.
and I see liberals online, like this is how deluded these people are. There's one person, I'm not going to name this chick. She knows who she is. She's a liberal. I'm all for democracy. I'm democracy. Just what's democracy? What the people, what's what Canada is. Okay. That's a democracy. So you like oppressing people. Anyways, I won't derail. They had put out the call. If the United States came and invaded Canada, we need people to pick up guns and go and fight the Americans.
Are they going to give us our guns back?
That's, like with what guns? You demanded everyone give them up, even though that program has totally failed. Yet we spent $300 million and 25 guns in total were turned in, 12 from one person.
Wow, that's a really good Samaritan.
$300 million. Good job, Canada. Real pat on the back. So where'd my $300 million go? Where did it go?
Sure, up Trudeau's nose or ass or something.
No, it's the Gary and the Tamil Tiger guy.
Oh, then probably back to India to his family.
But so this person had put out the battle cry. And the funny thing is, this is how disgusting, like I'm disgusted with these people because they said we need the young and the old. This person's like in their mid 40s. We need the young and the old to go and fight the Americans. This is how weak these people are. You can't even go do it yourself. That's how selfish. This is why I rail against the Ukraine, supporting Ukraine, is because these people view the peasant Ukrainians as fodder. They'd rather destroy that country. And Ukraine is such a toss away. It's such a shit country. That's how they view it. Ukraine is such a shit country that we're okay destroying their lives, their livelihood for the benefit of us because we're so superior. So this chick,
That chick.
in her 40s, late 40s, she couldn't go do it. She said the old and the young should go. Not
Well,
me, even though I'm the one on the soapbox yelling, charge, we need to go fight the Americans, but not me. I'm too good for that. You peasants, you young kids that are just starting, yeah, you don't really have a lot of life. You're disposable. Old people, you've lived a good life. Maybe it's time, if you're not going to hit maid, maybe just go throw yourself at a bunch of Americans. But me, I'm in my 40s. I just hit the top of the hill. Look, I still got the other half to go. That's how selfish these people are.
they're really, it's very COVID-y when you think about it. Like that was the first time in history I ever remember seeing people sacrifice the young and the old. And now we're doing it still.
Well, it shows that these people are the self-centered ones. They are the
Obviously.
narcissists. So yeah, just flat out, the United States will not allow it. They will take over Canada. They're talking about, buying Greenland, annexing Greenland, and Canada's like, yeah, well, we're gonna stand up to the United States. Like, dude, the poorest state in the United States has a higher GDP than our whole country. The poorest state has a higher GDP than Canada. Okay?
That hurts a little bit.
And guess what? They're the ones with the guns. There's more guns than people in the United States. While we're like, well, we don't need guns, even though our daughters are being sexually assaulted, essayed, and raped and everything else, but we don't need it.
You're right. We don't need the guns. We'll just call our friends over in the UK and they can come with their batons and come help us.
Sorry, Isildur. I think it's time to go fight the Americans. Just saying. No, I hope everything's okay. Yeah, that's what will happen. The United States will say, nuh-uh. It's not happening.
What's a SAB?
Silly Asian aerial bombardment system.
Well, that just sounds nutty. How does one build that?
Would it be Slavic Asians? Is that even a thing?
I'm sure it is somewhere in the world.
Yeah, in Slovakia.
Yeah.
Is Slovakia still a place? Does that place still exist?
Yeah.
All I know is I like their chicken.
Oh my God.
That's all I know.
Well, to anybody who's watching right now, you know what you need to do? Feed the plants. Feed Audrey too. She's starving.
Feed me Seymour. Feed me all night long.
All right, let's get into this. From Business Standard. How do I? Oh God, I'll never figure it out. So this is from Business Standard. UAE restricts funding for UK studies amid concerns over Muslim Brotherhood. Ooh. The United States has limited government funding for its citizens who wish to study at universities in the UK, signaling growing tensions between the two countries. The move is linked to long-standing differences over the UK's decision not to ban the Islamist Muslim Brotherhood group, the Financial Times reported. Abu Dhabi recently excluded British universities from a list of global institutions eligible for state scholarships. The decision affects Emirati students who rely on government funding to study abroad and marks another strain in ties between the two longtime allies. In June last year, the UAE Higher Education Minister published a list of international universities whose degrees would be recognized and whose students would qualify for state scholarships. The reforms aim to restrict funding to institutions considered among the best globally. The list included universities in the US, Australia, France, and Israel. However, UK universities were not included. The news report quoted sources as saying that this decision reflects the UAE's concern about what it sees at the risk of Islamist radicalization, on British university campuses. The UK has been a popular study, blah, 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 blah.
Well, they're probably not wrong.
So if the Emirates are saying, hey, this place is becoming a radical hotbed for extremism, and then you have two-tier Kier, or should we call him Bikini Kier? He doesn't like it. He said that he will ban X because people put him in a bikini to make fun of him.
Okay, why did they put him in a bikini though?
To make fun of him.
But like how?
To make fun of him.
Okay, so I put you in a banana hammock. That's just it. It was just like there's no hidden meaning behind the bikini.
To make fun of him. So okay, so here's a bit more, a little bit more, add some information. So the UK was saying that that people are making sexually explicit photos of people using AI. So
Okay.
they wanted to ban X because of this. So everyone responded with doing this.
Okay, so he's one of the people that were like, X is doing their AI is being sexually like producing sexually explicit shit. So he's one of the people that were complaining about it. Okay, that makes more sense to me.
Yeah.
That because I'm just like, well, like, how does that make fun of him? But okay, now I get it. That's funny. I
Yeah,
like
so,
it.
So we just
You
put
created that one, didn't you? Didn't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was
Yeah. Had you could just smell you on it.
Ew. Grody. But I think this really shows like the UAE, these guys aren't dumb. There was a speech that the UAE had put out. What was this last year? The year before? See if I could find the clip. There we go. So this was during a summit. So this is the foreign minister Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed's warning to the West.
Silence.
Come a day
No.
that we will see far more radical extremists and terrorists coming out of Europe because of lack of decision making, trying to be politically correct, or assuming that they know the Middle East and they know Islam and they know the others far better than we do. And I'm sorry, but that's pure ignorance.
That is pure ignorance. That dude is a damn prophet. Mind you, we've seen the writing on the wall for, for a little while here. But
Just a little bit.
the UK thinks itself so smart. The West thinks its liberal ideology, its liberal democracy is a bulwark against infiltration when it's literally the crux that is actually ripping our countries apart. So we have Iran or Iranian diplomats, extremists, the IRGC, the place that's like supposedly like gunning protesters down right now. We gave them safe haven here.
Okay, can you give me just like a Cliff Notes version of what the fork is going on in Iran right now? I heard there's like I seen like a thing pop up or whatever, and they were talking about like 12,000 people dead, shot in the streets, and there was like a whole bunch of people in body bag. I'm like, what is going on?
Well, obviously there is some type of revolution. The Ayatollah, whatever, Khomeini, that country hasn't been a country for decades, since like the 70s. Hasn't been a country. It's been a country, like there's the country, and then there's been a country layered on top of it. And so, people are having to live under this fake country to the point that even X put the old Iranian flag. When you type in Iran to put up a flag, it gives you the old Iranian flag, not the current one. So, there's whether it's, some type of like, regime change that's going on or what, I don't know. There's big concerns that there's economic woes. The Iranian, whatever their money is, has completely collapsed because these people don't produce anything. Like I look at these Islamic extremists, much like I look at like communists. So someone comes in and builds a thing. Think of like a business owner, anyone that owns a business or anyone that's worked somewhere where you have collective bargaining. Okay. Your business started with the ambition and the blood, sweat, and tears of one person, typically one man. And he every single day grinded to make this something that it is today. Then people who have no stake in the game, who have no interest in taking the risks that are associated with this say, well, I know he built it, but it's greedy that he was rewarded for his sacrifice and his hard work, so we should get a part of it. And now we're going to try and take his business from him or her because we want a share of we want a piece of that pie. And I very much look at communists the same way. People came to the West, built it, literally built it. And now communists come here and say, well, you guys built it, but we're going to just take it. We're going to take it because, we don't want to put equity in it. We don't actually want to work. We just want to control it. So is it King Common Law? Hey, King, what's going on, brother? When Trump states "Make America Great Again," he speaks about the Americas, the traders that have sold us out to euthanasia, bankruptcy, and slavery, wish to sell us off to China and Europe. Yeah, I 100% agree. 100% agree. So I think that the Muslim nations are Muslim, like the extreme sects of it want to go to these places. You see very much that they don't want to be a part of Canada. They say full out, we are not Canadian. We are not here to integrate. We're here to make you assimilate. And we're actually going to beat you over the head with your own ideology and your liberalism. So this is where we are. Carl Benjamin had said quite famously or infamously, Carl Benjamin's a good dude. I think he's a good dude. He said communism or socialism always nips at the heels of liberalism because the central point of liberalism is ethics, feels. That's it. And so the kind of socialist ideology is primed for those ideas. Where conservative to hold on to tradition, hold on to the kind of old ways of doing things, while the left just thinks progress for progress sake, not understanding what's being built. All they know is I take brick and put here. They can't see the big picture of it,
which is unfortunate. Like, I know it's kind of offish topic, but like when you're thinking about things of the old, right? Like recently on YouTube, I've been watching a lot of like cooking hacks from like the 50s or 70s that we don't use anymore, or kitchen things and stuff, like just kind of stuff like that, right? And you see the meals that they used to prepare, the way that they used to stretch out meals for longevity, and it's kind of interesting. Like you remember a lot of that stuff with like grandparents and you're watching, and even some with your parents that have kind of gone on, and it seems like our generation has forgotten all about it. And it's kind of, I don't know, I think holding on to some of the traditions and stuff like that have built the things is a good thing. I don't think you should just progress for progress sake and it like completely throw away everything that was there before.
Well, it's because we stand on the shoulders of giants so high that we stand on the clouds and like we think that we're standing on the ground. Like we literally can't see how far from the ground we actually are. Like the revolutionaries were the ones that left Britain, and the ones that threw off, those were the revolutionaries. But all the ideas that came from those people, like you can look, it literally changed the course of history. Literally changed the course of history.
Yeah.
So there's one thing that that's getting passed around quite a bit is the Monroe Doctrine. So we were talking earlier about China.
Just kidding.
So this is from Wikipedia, so take it as you will. The Monroe Doctrine is a United States foreign policy position that opposes any foreign interference in the Western Hemisphere. originally concerning European colonialism. It holds any intervention in the political affairs of the Americas by foreign powers as a potentially hostile act against the United States. The doctrine was central to American grand strategy in the 20th century. President James Monroe first articulated the doctrine on December 2nd, 1823, during his 7th annual State of the Union address to Congress. At the time, nearly all Spanish colonies in the Americas had either achieved or were close to independence. Monroe asserted that the New World and the Old World were to remain distinctly separate spheres of influence, and thus further efforts by European powers to control or influence sovereign states in the region would be viewed as a threat to the U.S. security. In turn, the United States would recognize and not interfere with existing European colonies, nor meddle in the internal affairs of European countries. So this has been a doctrine for as long as, 200 years. 200 years. So King says, people need to know the fight for control of the world is between them, like the First and Second World Wars. Trump is not the elite, but he fights for dominance of the Americas. That's why they hate him. Funny you bring that up. I'm gonna play a video here.
It's funny because that made me think of a video I wanted to play, but carry on.
So check this out.
This is literally what I was going to play.
Is Trump a dictator or not?
How do I make it full screen? Okay, I guess I can't.
Trump isn't a dictator. He's the wrench in the machine the real dictators built. While global elites tighten control through media, money, and tech, he's using their own system to expose and collapse it from within. He didn't seize power. He shattered their illusion of it. They call him dangerous, not because he's breaking laws, but because he's breaking control loops. This isn't tyranny. It's the most strategic rebellion against tyranny we've seen in our lifetime. Why Trump isn't a dictator. A dictator silences opposition, expands state control over life, controls media to suppress dissent, uses fear to maintain obedience, consolidates power, and never lets go. Now let's look at Trump. He didn't silence opposition. He took relentless criticism from media, institutions, even his own party. He reduced regulations, not to control more, but to allow more freedom in business and innovation. He was banned from social media, not the one doing the banning. He returned power to the states during COVID rather than forcing nationwide mandates. He walked away from power peacefully, even under pressure and despite deep disagreement with the election process. So what is he doing? Trump's actions aren't about seizing control. They're about exposing control. He's using economic, legal, and geopolitical moves to apply pressure on globalist networks who've hijacked sovereignty through trade, tech, and centralized finance, force corrupt players to reveal themselves by pushing them into reaction, negotiate from strength, not submission, using tariffs, sanctions, and alliances as leverage, not dominance, shift power dynamics without collapsing the system, forcing realignment instead of full destruction. The bigger connection and this isn't just about politics, it's about resetting the board. He's operating inside the system, but he's not of it. He's using its rules to expose its weakness and create openings for decentralization, innovation, and sovereignty to rise. That's not dictatorship. That's disruption on a level most people still don't fully see yet.
I have no idea what AI that was, but it just broke that down like a master wizard.
Right? 100%.
This right here was.
That's crazy.
So, yeah. So, you do have to look at certain aspects because I think liberals, like, they literally have no idea what they're talking. Like, they no clue. They have no idea how the world works, how politics work, how power works. They have no clue. You see it every single day when you hear some leftist, Trump's a fascist. Well, it's funny. Who was the one that wanted to lock him up? What did he say in 2015 when he was running for president? When he called out Hillary, it's like she was head of state. She could have changed the tax laws. She didn't, because all of her rich donors took advantage of loopholes in order to finance these people. I know, because I played the system too. I did the same thing. And that's when people went, holy shit. Like, this guy,
Yeah.
he gets, like, he's actually, like, you know, showing the machine behind the curtain. He's like, yeah, these people are here to screw you out of money. They're here to, you know, look at their own endeavors. Like I said, $300 million for a gun confiscation program and 25 guns. How much is that per gun? With $10 million?
A lot.
Right? No, fuck, that's more.
It'd be more than that. It would be more than that.
You know, so I think when we see this type of stuff, like, yes, obviously there's a big realignment going. And I think the United States is finally saying, hey, you know what? We've been bent over. We've been, you know, we've let every country abuse the United States. And look at Canada. Look at how we've even responded. We had idiot Doug Ford threatening a threat, a declaration of war against the United States by threatening to shut off citizens' power.
But
So-
how? I don't know how that guy's in power. Like, he should have been stripped of it after that. Like, are you retarded? Seriously?
Well, because he is. He is a liberal. Let's be real. The guy's a liberal. He's a liberal. You know, so this is where I see a lot of this stuff kind of moving. This is the shift that's happening, the realignment. People are trying to divest from China. China's trying to break away from the United States because the United States is $38 trillion in debt. Canada's debt is blooming. The West is collapsing. The West is collapsing. And we're doing it to ourselves. The same people that, you know, elbows up, ha 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 ha. These are the same type of people that when they see their children are saying, I can't get a job. I can't own a home. Literally, the idea of owning a home is like gone for the next generation. They are
Yeah.
giving up. They are giving up.
Well, and I mean, if it's not just from the cost of it, it's the fact that, well, Canada can just then decide to give their land back to.
Can I help you? What do you want?
Anyway, but Canada can then just decide to give their land back to the indigenous people who are claiming that we stole their land.
Well, see, and this is where we see where the totalitarian state that is coming into Canada is natives don't own that land. The crown does. Who's the crown? The United Kingdom owns that land. The United Kingdom actually owns that land. So when these people think that, oh, this is our land, you need to get off. No, the government's saying, hey, we can just use this in order to strip property from other people. So we can redistribute. Oh my God. Redistribute.
You can
Oh.
do it.
Apparently not.
Wow. Licking too much paint today.
Maybe. So they can redistribute. Fuck. That's wow.
See, I told you English is hard.
Shut up. Let me just get past the goddamn word. To a way that they see fit. That's how they view it. No. Chinese food? Get over here.
My little sushi roll.
So, well, I know I see Isildur says the Hudson Bay actually, well, but they were given the money on a loan by the crown. It's like, hey, we'll fund your expeditions, the East West Company, the Hudson's Bay Company. We'll fund your expeditions, But any riches you find, yeah, that comes to me. That comes to me.
No,
So-
me. My bank account number is. Just kidding.
Come over here.
It's funny because when you had mentioned about what's it called, Doug Ford being a retard,
Boys,
or I mentioned he was a retard. I don't even know, but it made me think of this. Oh, come on. There you are.
This
Get
guy
outta
again?
here. Get out of here. No. Just showing your stuff. There we go.
Well,
I repeat, attention, retards. If you're a Minnesota Democrat snowflake, please move along. We're trying to get rid of all you retards from our small towns and cities. So if you watch CNN, you're definitely retarded, and you need to leave now. Please grab your belongings and join this group of retards leaving the city. We will deport you back to Retardistan, a beautiful place full of specially retarded people like you. Believe me. Attention.
I don't know whoever made that, but my God, did it make me laugh. Oh, it made me hit me right in the giggles. Loved it. Attention, retards.
all right. Let's shift a little bit. So this is
Hold on.
No, another.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So this story is another UK story that's about AI, because
Oh,
AI hasn't become just a massive problem.
I know. AI is kind of
Oh,
I was
get out of here.
listening to what's it called? Joe Rogan last night. He was talking about, like, he had brought up, I guess, about AI that was literally like telling somebody how to self-exit the proper way.
Oh yeah. No, someone
Like,
committed
it is so
suicide.
scary.
Yeah, no, an AI convinced someone to commit suicide. Yeah, no, it's disgusting. It's disgusting.
Scary.
Disgusting.
Bloody hell.
Okay, so this is the story from The Verge. So UK police blame Microsoft Copilot for intelligence mistake. The chief constable of one of Britain's largest police forces has admitted that Microsoft's Copilot AI assistant made a mistake in a football intelligence report. The report, which led to Israeli football fans being banned from a match last year, included a non-existent match between West Ham and Maccabi Tel Aviv. Copilot hallucinated the game, and West Midlands Police included the error in its intelligence report without fact-checking first. On Friday afternoon, I became aware that the erroneous result concerning the West Ham versus Maccabi Tel Aviv match arose as a result of a use of Microsoft Copilot, says Craig Guildford, Chief Constable of West Midlands Police, in a letter to the Home Affairs Committee earlier this week. Guildford previously denied in December that the West Midland Police had used AI to prepare the report, blaming social media scraping for the error. You little goblin weasel wanker.
Yes, but also hallucinated. AI hallucinated.
Well, it
How
made it
does
up.
AI? I mean, hallucinated, like seeing things.
AI does this stuff all the time. God damn it.
You good?
Go. Shit. No, AI does this all the time. All the time. It just makes up stuff. It just makes up stuff.
Well, I know, but hallucinated, like, that just seems like such a stupid word to use. hallucinated because you can see things. When you're hallucinating, you're seeing things that aren't really there. Which, I mean, I guess it just sounds like a stupid freaking word. But the thing is, like, the
Yeah, well, instead
non-fact
of, like-
checking. What?
Well, I was gonna say, so instead of like, you know, Karen speeching and spell checking it, I think the bigger story is the police just went to Copilot. We'll get into the AI thing that's going on, but they just what should we ban Israelis from a thing? Is there any instances of soccer fans acting poorly? And it just like kit bashed, another Warhammer reference, kit bashed completely different stories together to try and create a story. And then this little weasel tries to hide it. Oh, it's because we were scraping information. Oh, no, it's because you guys were lazy. Lazy.
Yeah.
And these people want to try and censor people for like, naughty words online. Dude, you guys can't even
they're literally making up stuff and people are being banned because of stuff that they had an AI make up.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
So-
Who should be
so-
going to jail now?
Could you imagine if they said like, hey, scrape all posts Tyler had said that's negative of the UK? There's quite a bit. But what if it starts fabricating, kit bashing again, attributing things to me, things I never said? And they just went, "Oi, this bloody goof is whatever." I don't give a shit however these people talk with their ugly teeth. They just make stuff up and then you know what? Oh, AI said so, so it must be true. Have you seen the price of gold?
No, I know the price of silver has gone up exponentially.
And
I
it's all
can only
because of AI.
imagine. How?
There's massive data centers being made. They're being built all over, constant. Literally just black buildings that have no, like, a door so that someone can come in and service something once in a while. You should see the amount of water they use. The only reason Canada is now looking at using nuclear power plants is because of the amount of power these data centers require to teach, to house all this AI information.
Seriously? This sounds like something out of a
serious.
movie.
Look
this
it up.
doesn't even sound real.
Yeah. No, I encourage you guys, go look it up. There's massive projects, billions of dollars. So the money for this type of stuff, it's infinite. It's literally, it's a cheat code. I want to build a data center. And governments are just money, 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 money. That's it. So gold has skyrocketed. All precious metals have skyrocketed. Shit, look at copper. Gold skyrocketed. Silver skyrocketed. Platinum. All these precious metals have skyrocketed.
Wow. Okay. So,
Did you find about the big data center that they're looking at building in like Lethbridge or Red Deer, Alberta? A massive data center there.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's see, shall we? Because I didn't obviously take the time to read all of this. So Canada is experiencing a massive boom in AI-focused data center construction, especially in Alberta, which is attracting projects with favorable energy policies, deregulated power markets, along with the development in Manitoba, Quebec, and British Columbia. Key players include Beacon AI, Bitdeer, eStructure, Qscale, and Bell, building large-scale, high-density compute facilities, often leveraging natural gas or hydropower with significant investments and government strategies backing domestic AI compute capacity. Alberta, a major hub, leading the charge with massive projects. Sorry, hold on. Contact shifted here. With massive projects near Edmonton, Beacon Capital, Langdon, and Grand Prairie, Wonder Valley, aiming for huge power capacities using on-site generation like natural gas and geothermal. Manitoba, which is where we are, Convergence Compute, Jet AI, Consensus Core plans a large campus near Eldeshane. Jesus Christ, that's not far. Focusing on natural gas power. Wow. Quebec, Q-Scale, developing a hydro-powered campus in Levi for green AI computing. And British Columbia, Bell Canada is launching 6 AI data centers starting in Kamloops to ensure data sovereignty. Wow.
That's just here. It's going on all over. So these companies, this is why you're seeing, like, it's so funny. All these environmentalists have bitched and complained about, exploiting the world of its resources and the clean water. Look at the amount of water one data center uses. One. Look at the power one data center uses. It will blow your mind. It's absolutely insane.
Stop.
So, I'll remove that one. So this is what we're seeing. This is the expansion that we're seeing.
Jesus.
Look at how much power they use. Look, energy consumption.
Oh, Jesus. This is insane.
Look at the energy consumption. Don't go to pictures, though.
Whoa. Massive power needs. A single AI data center can demand power comparable to a small city, with some planned facilities requiring over 100 megawatts. Holy crap.
Yeah.
And then
Sheer
here,
volume of new
option
requests is
100.
overwhelming current utility capacity. We're seeing grid expansion and new generation, with some provinces seeing data centers request alone exceeding provincial needs. So this is what we're seeing. This is why the Liberals have now taken the position of, hey, maybe we should buy nuclear, like start producing nuclear power plants, because they produce power super cheap. They want to build modular nuclear reactors or mobile nuclear reactors just to try and power these things. And the amount of water these types of things need for its cooling and all that type of stuff, it's a massive undertaking. So I don't get where all these leftist environmentalists that love big daddy government are literally cheering this shit on.
Sorry, it says here BC to introduce bidding for power, while Alberta promotes off-grid solutions, and tech giants like Meta, Google, and Amazon seek locations for massive infrastructure.
Yeah, and then you wonder why, you constantly see your power bill going up while it feels like everything's getting expensive, because this is literally, we are subsidizing these massive companies to scrape every single bit of information for these large language models to, grab all this data, find trends. What are people doing? What are they fomenting? What do people like? What do people not like? Where, the amount of information that's being taken it's insane. It's absolutely insane.
This is interesting. Yes, I agree with that. This is, I'm sorry, this is like literally hyper focused my attention all of a sudden, because this is, I did not know this. This is insane. So it says emissions impact. If powered by natural gas, new data centers could significantly increase emissions, potentially doubling Alberta's electricity related emissions and negating, oh my God, coal phase out gains. But
Are you guys starting to get the picture why they say, like, hey, we need to tax you, we need to limit your access to energy so that we can give it to, you know, our buddies so that they can scrape all your information and just put you in the pod and, you know, and eat the bugs?
I did not realize like AI and stuff like that required this much power. Like,
This is why.
I'm not completely naive. I assumed there was power, but not like this.
Yeah. No, and they use all the gold, all the silver, all the you know, platinum, everything, all the wiring. Like I said, you could look at the trend of gold has 5x'd, silver has doubled in price, tripled in price.
I was going to say it's more than doubled. I literally was able to, from what I was able to buy 3 silver coins with, I can only get 1 now. So yeah, it's tripled.
Yeah. So this is really what we're seeing. This is what you are seeing. This is why they say you can't go out, but we can. We can do this stuff.
If I would have known, I'm pretty sure if a lot of people would have known, they would have been in the exact same boat. But if I would have known that in order, like AI was going to boom, which I mean, that I did, but that it was going to boom and it would be needing to resource natural resources like silver, gold, stuff like that, and that the demand would be that much higher for those things, knowing that the price then would start going up, I would have bought so much more. So much more.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, if everyone had, you know, the crystal ball, we'd all be millionaires.
Yeah.
And then no one would be poor. Duh. If everyone had $1 million, then no one would be poor.
What are you talking about? The people with $1 million would be the poor ones because there's billionaires out there. They look like, oh, you have $1 million. You're cute. I have $1 million in my back pocket.
Did you see that thing at, like, Trump was at a Ford plant and some guy, like, he called him a pedo protector?
Stop.
And Trump goes, pointed the guy and mouths and then flips him off.
So, fuck you. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Couldn't find him. Couldn't find who. Who couldn't we find? What's going on? Oh my God, that's funny. I would actually like to see that. To be fair.
Oh God. It's like every news article has to take like 40 years just to show like a 10-second clip. Don't worry, I'll find it. Let's see. Trump flips off Ford worker. All right, here we go. Hopefully this doesn't look too bad. Oh, that looks like doo-doo. Oh, that's so out of focus. What the hell? Did you like re-upload it like 10 different times?
Probably.
Like a TMZ had to put a watermark over top of it. You guys didn't take the original video, you fucking dick.
Right? Fuck you. You know what the funny thing is? I don't know why, but like seeing him flip somebody off is like the equivalent of seeing Stewie Griffith flip someone off. Like he just looks like a little kid or a little baby or something like that. Like it just looks so wrong but funny. I don't know. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, someone called him a pedo protector.
I can see the mouthing better in that. Yeah. Fuck you. He's very agreeable, or not agreeable. He's very animated with his mouth.
If, from what I've heard, the person that's yelled this apparently got fired.
Good. As they should. 40 year remark.
Yeah, so what King says, I agree about that 40-year remark. Some of my favorite YouTubers do the same, so I skip them because the headline tells all. Wait, hold on. What? For what? What 40-year remark? Hold on, I'm old.
I know, that's where I got confused too. Mad TV Stewart. Yes, stop. Don't.
Yeah, so that's interesting. Hey, you want to see who got super pissed off at us today?
Ooh, someone got pissed off at us. Well,
Ooh.
you, because you're a big old troll.
Did they ever? Let's see.
Is it gooder?
Here's a little statement. Oh, when they take forever to get to the point.
Oh, yes.
I try not to, but sometimes I derail myself. So this is from CUPE, Ontario. You know, the Canadian Union of Public Employees, the ones that you are forced to give your money to these little goblins. So CUPE Ontario, more than 300,000 members of CUPE Ontario are proud to add our voice to the growing condemnation of the unlawful action stemming from the United States' escalating aggression against the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. We join our national union, the Canadian and International Labor Movement, and many others in denouncing this grave violation of international law, the United Nations Charter, and the core principles of national sovereignty and self-determination. They had a communist revolution, CUPE, where people were murdered. And Che Guevara was such a bitch that when he was, or was that Che Guevara? No, Hugo Chavez. Che Guevara? I think it's Che Guevara. Who's the one that Rise Against the Machine has on their shirts? A bunch of douchebags.
Che Guevara.
Okay. So it's not Hugo Chavez. Never mind. Different country. Carry on.
No,
Point
I could.
still-
I don't know if I still have it.
Point still remains. So they stand in solidarity with Venezuela, to which I responded.
Hold on.
Right.
Hold on. They stand in solidarity with Venezuela. Are they talking about the communists who were
Yes.
doing nothing but going after its people, or are they talking about the actual citizens who are happy that Maduro is? Oh, okay.
No, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They were going. They stood in solidarity with the communists. No, so
Wow.
Isildur. So Hugo Chavez was the original person to have a revolution in Venezuela. So to which I said, of course, communist organization would find the removal, it's supposed to say, of one of your own bad. That could have been me. To which these douchebags
They block us.
quickly, because communists don't like to have their whole grift exposed,
They quickly what?
blocked us.
Oh, they did block us. Okay.
What?
Where? Oh, I totally missed that. I started looking at the CUPE Ontario thing in there. I'm like, what? Did they give a weird reply? You are blocked. Of course they're
Like,
blocked. us.
isn't that incredible? The Venezuelan people have been living under a communist dictator. A communist
like an
dictator.
actual dictator, not what y'all in America call Trump.
Yeah, like an actual dictator, an actual authoritarian who had dissenters murdered, political
Yeah.
opposition murdered, kill squads roaming the country for any dissonance, who refused the peaceful transfer of power even when he lost an election. He's like, nah, F you. I'm staying. Not like Trump, where he said, you know what? There some funny business went on. I don't know. But the system will play its part, and stepped away. They call him an authoritarian fascist dictator. But an actual fascist dictator, well, he's not
They
a fascist.
stand behind.
It just shows. It shows, much like the Renee Good thing, much like the Charlie Kirk thing, much like George Floyd, much like Scott Adams. You notice the side that every single one of these people fall on. Charlie Kirk for saying, hey, I love you. I want you to have a good life. I don't like the idea of race-based, a race-based world. I don't like that. And they went, he was a hateful bigot. Renee Good shielded predators, criminals, and they went, she was a hero, a mom. Scott Adams, who just made films, and then near the end of his life, he was saying, I did so much to try and help Black people, try and bridge that divide, and they wanted to kill me. So you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I don't want to live around Black people because they hate me for my skin color.
Right.
Because he pointed that out. Now the left said disgraced cartoonist, when that leader of ISIS was unceremoniously cried like a dog when he got blown up. They said an austere scholar, a ISIS who had civilians drowned, cut their heads off, did terrible, terrible things to people. And they said an austere scholar. That's who these people side with. That's who all of these organizations side with. They side with the worst people in society. George Floyd, a terror to his community, a actual terror.
Apparently.
Community, a career criminal. Irina Zarutska, they went, oh, it's because it's a white girl. They said, no. Again, wrong side of history every fucking time with these people.
Yeah.
Every time. Cupid paraded a picture of a girl that was great and murdered. And they said,
Oh, that's right. It was them.
Palestinian resistance, rise up. Parading a woman, a civilian, a dead woman. That's what Cupid did. So any Cupid members out there, this is what your union dues fund. They fund the exploitation and the expansion of these authoritarian organizations. They further the suffering of abuse that we all are welcome here, unless you're a Jew. Unless you're a Jew, then you know what? We'll laugh and parade your dead body. We will parade your daughter's dead fucking body. These people are scum. Absolute literal scum.
Yeah, I agree.
So.
I agree. I can't, I mean, there was even the stuff I found out about like United Way and stuff like that this year from you noticing things. It's funny. I remember just showing you this one poster just to, as a lark, just haha, like, look at this. And sorry, Reese is choking behind me. And then you happen to notice something on there, which my eyes did not go to. And yeah, it had to do with the Communist Party. And I was like, are you fucking serious right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like mind blown to me. I don't know. It's just absolutely disgusting.
Yeah. So these are these types of organizations. This is every single one of them. Every single one of them. They're like this. They will parade this type of stuff. They are on the wrong side of history on everything. Once one bad take, okay, you know, I there's some people that are like, I was right wing, and then Irina Zarutska, Renee Good tries to run over a cop, and now suddenly all these like left libtard femme rejects are like, well, the state's just running around killing people now. It's like, have you guys?
Well,
Like, fine,
okay.
you know,
The funny thing is, with one part of that, Miss Proud Mom, from what I heard, she lost custody of her kids.
Of two
So
of them, yeah.
must be a stand-up mother. Actually, while we're talking about this, I have a video.
You're going to
that I
talk
wanna
about.
show you.
Oh, okay.
No, because we're on this topic, I have a video that I want to share. That was chef's kiss. Perfect.
Chef's kiss. And hello, everyone over on X. If you guys over there watching, I encourage you, hit the share button. Hit the reshare button. Everyone on YouTube, really appreciate you guys being here. Of course, you know, hit the thumbs up, share the show with everyone. And of course, my little Rumble rejects. I see you guys over there. Hit the thumbs up. Share the show with your friends. Really appreciate you guys being here.
Agreed. Now let's have a giggle, shall we?
So now you're shooting a poor woman in Minneapolis. What's wrong with you people?
Oh, so now you guys care about white women. Not the white women that were sexually assaulted and killed by illegals. Not the white woman that was stabbed in a train. Not the white woman that was burned to death by an illegal in New York. Now all of a sudden you guys are crying and enraged and super sad?
You should be ashamed of yourself. ICE agent, she deserves justice. This isn't right.
If she would have succeeded in running me over and killing me, y'all would celebrate my death and start a GoFundMe to get her out of jail.
We don't celebrate anyone's death, and we don't excuse violent crime. Accountability applies to everyone, regardless of politics. Anyways, the victim, she was a mother and had kids.
Really? That argument didn't seem to matter when people were cheering violence toward Charlie Kirk. Maybe empathy shouldn't depend on politics?
Also, why was a single mother out in the middle of the afternoon looking for conflict? Where was the instinct to protect her child? Where was the responsibility to be home, working, raising her kids, building stability instead of chasing drama?
Maybe her kids was at that Somali Leering Center.
But it doesn't open till 2 p.m. Listen, being a victim does not erase bad decisions, and tragedy does not turn recklessness into virtue. That should be a huge takeaway.
Yeah, and if you're a parent, your job is to reduce risk, not run towards it. The fact is, every adult in America knows it is illegal to impede traffic and law enforcement. And Renee Good was an adult who had the ability to reason and follow instructions.
ICE are not real cops.
Oh, yeah. But when I say a trans woman isn't a real woman, it's a problem.
So now
Or remember, she's the person that encouraged people to donate bail for protesters who were assaulting people during the George Floyd, Summer of Love.
Oh,
In
yeah.
response
It was summer of love for them, for sure.
Hey, anyone remember Jacob Blake? Where he tried to kidnap kids? Do you remember that? Where his ex-wife had a restraining order against him because he beat the piss out of her? Does anyone remember that? That's who the left decided to protect when the cops shot him because he was going for a knife trying to stab the cops with the children in the car. That's what kind of father, that's who these people stand behind. That's who QP supports.
So gross. They should
All
get
of
in that line of retards that should be going to Retardistan.
Agreed.
Well, okay, and then you have, so I had found this other video, which is the last video that I had anyway. But I found what in the butt? What?
What do the kids say? I'm going to crash out.
What?
So this is from the Daily Mail. This is from the Daily Mail. Okay, if you guys aren't pissed off yet, you should start being pissed off. So that thing that I was talking about, the Minnesota Freedom Fund that Kamala Harris was,
okay,
thrown out. Court documents indicated that the Minnesota Freedom Fund may have helped release a man accused of sexually assaulting a child. Documents reportedly indicate that Timothy Wayne Columbus, 36, was released and requested his bail to be returned to MMF. Kamala Harris previously urged people to donate to MMF, and at least 13 Joe Biden campaign staffers publicized their donations.
course they did. Wow. And yet Trump is the one that people call the pedophile. Okay. Sure.
Like
Makes sense.
I can agree with them when they're saying you know, that like everyone wants those names. People want justice. They're tired. Like the big watershed
I want
moment for me
accountability.
was when Sound of Freedom came out and like Rolling Stone said that this was a right-wing dad or alt-right dad conspiracy theory wet dream that was about child trafficking into the United States. Like the big reveal, if you haven't seen the movie, spoiler, it's been like 5 years. Sorry.
Go watch
Was
it.
that these kids were being trafficked into the United States. So this
Mhm.
guy who worked for the US government ended up finding out that it was actually his own country that was supporting this. Like that was the big thing. So,
Mhm.
so yeah, what ice fishing tent and a Petro-Canada gas card and a camera and more time. Dude, I wish honestly, I wish I could just turn back the clock and just be, just be an NPC and just be ignorant in my own bliss. Because like once you start seeing this stuff, you can't unsee it. When you see the atrocities going on, when you see the worst people in society and your political opponents sit in a position of like this moral and ethical high horse when their own character and the people that they defend are the worst of the worst type of people. Dude, I like ice fishing, but I feel bad when I pull the fish out of the water.
You know,
You know what I mean?
for me, like, okay, if when you're fishing, okay, so my brother-in-law, I couldn't fish for the longest time because when I was fishing off the dock when I was a kid at our cabin, I had caught a nice size fish and he came down because of course I'm panicking because it's on the line, and he came to come get it off because it was like badly stuck. So he came to get it off, but then he was like, well, let's keep the fish because it's a big fish. And he snapped its neck. And I seen him do that. And I was like traumatized. I'm like, I'm not fishing anymore. And I wouldn't eat fish for the longest time either because, I'm sensitive. And so anyway, but then we had gone ice fishing with friends and you bring up the fish and then they take it off the thing and just kind of like throw it over there. And you can literally see the poor thing just like suffocating to death. And I'm like, this is so fucking sad. Like, can you not just kill the damn thing? Like, it's like, okay, if you're going to fish and you're going to use the animal for food and stuff like that, like at least put it out of its misery. Don't make it just sit there and suffer. And we have to like look in its eyeballs as it's like begging for water. I was thinking air, because they breathe the air, water. But anyway, I digress.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. Just bonk it.
Or that. That's what my dad does. It's just poof.
Yeah.
Right in the
Isildur
dome.
asked what kind of fish was it?
Oh fuck, I don't remember. It was something out of our freaking Red River. So that what was that? Probably like, or well, it would have been pickerel. It was a pickerel. There we go. I remembered. Don't worry, it's coming back to me. So
Yeah.
coming back
So
to
I
me.
like fishing, but yeah, I get this. I don't know why. I'm a giant pussy. Okay, I'm a fucking I'm an angry like hard ass, but like animals, I just fuck man. It's just I'm like
That's
if
why I
you're
love you.
if you're gonna kill an animal, it better be for like just put it out of its misery. Like just put it out of its misery.
Well, yeah.
Don't prolong the suffering. Just get it over and done with.
I
So-
understand and respect people who hunt. My dad was a hunter and would use everything that you possibly could from that animal, was respectful to the animal. So yeah, but just don't suffer. So I don't care if it's a freaking fish, if it's a worm, like, I don't know, like just a bug, just put it out of its misery. I hated, like, I remember there was one time, story time, at the cabin too, where we had these big dock spiders. And to anybody who's not from Manitoba and does not know what dock spiders are, Jesus, girl, and was not, or dock spiders, big spiders. They look like tarantulas. They live on docks. They're also called fishing spiders, which is actually kind of an interesting factoid about them because they eat fish that come too close to the water, like smaller fish. They're grossly fascinating. But anyway, my mom one day came down to the dock, and in our little, like, there was like these cylinder things on the side of the docks.
Oh,
and
just
there was
the bump guards or like boat guard. Yeah.
Yes. And there was one living in there. She went up, she got a can of Raid, came back down, started spraying the freaking thing. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, we're outside, leave it alone. But my mom don't like spiders. So sprays the thing, and then it fell. And you could see this giant spider like twitching and shit on top of the water as it's like floating by. It was so sad.
Aw.
What is wrong with you? I just can't do it. Like, even a
guy
bug.
was
just wanting to fish, eat its food, just
Yeah.
leave it alone. I had like this respect with them because I mean I would lie on the dock and like sunbathe and stuff like that. I'm like, you stay over there, you do you, and I'll leave you alone if you leave me alone. But I remember one time fishing with your brother. He literally grabbed one with like pliers, like grabbed one of their legs and threw it at me, and it was like onto me. I was like, like freaking out. Those things are huge.
What a dick.
Right? Anyway, my little story time here. So off of story time now. So when we're talking, there was another video that I wanted to show you. In regards to like
I think spiders are sweet, but like, yeah. Anyways.
Jump. Okay, so there's this thing on Facebook. This girl on Facebook. It's like she's got like what are they? Zebra spiders or jumping spiders, whatever the fork they are. Anyway, I've never seen somebody make a spider look freaking cute before. And I actually watched her videos and I'm like, okay, these look fucking adorable.
Have you ever seen a peacock spider?
Oh, I love those things. Those are my favorite spiders.
These are so cool.
And that's one that I wish that would actually be a big like tarantula style spider because they're so freaking awesome, but yet they're so tiny, so tiny. And it's very sad because they're so cool and they do their weird little dance thing. They remind me of like tikis, you know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
they do like this
Yeah.
cool little dance. Like, you know, if
They're
anyone's an
mating.
arachnophobe, I encourage you to run now. But these things look so freaking cool.
Oh, you're gonna play?
Oh, wrong
hold
one.
Do it again. They're so
Like-
cool. Like, I mean, come on.
Fucking awesome.
Is there a video of doing its dance? It's so cool. Like on it, I wish
Let's see.
the top one would have been it. Mating dance. There you go. I don't know. It's so
All right,
freaking awesome.
whatever. It's fine. It's from good old PBS, which doesn't exist anymore.
Biggest threat of all is the female he's after. Ends his routine. Its elaborate shape and vibrant colors resemble a tiny peacock's tail.
Look at me. I dance for
Even his
you.
party outfit and his best moves aren't impressing her.
Bitch.
Time to step it up a level.
Run!
Love me.
All right, I think I
Take
get
me
the
to
point.
the prom. Like it's so freaking cute.
Dude, yeah,
Love
they're
it.
they're super cool.
Yeah. Wow, we've like totally derailed. We've gone from fish to spiders. I love it. This is what I'm talking about. This is my brain, guys.
All right, what was
So
your last
okay,
thing?
so the video that I had come across today, and I thought it was quite interesting. And I know I've heard people kind of mention it before, but this gives visualization how, you know, with Trump talking about the deportation and stuff like that, and everybody up in arms about it. You know, like, oh my God, he wants to deport all the illegals and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Well,
if you're a criminal, you'll be deported. If you plan to enter the U.S. illegally, your chances of getting caught and sent back just went up. The actions I'm taking are not only lawful, they're the kinds of actions taken by every single Republican president and every single Democratic president for the past half century.
I think we got to have tough conditions. Tell people to come out of the shadows. If they've committed a
prison.
crime, deport them. No questions asked. They're gone.
All Americans, not only in the states most heavily affected, but in every place in this country, are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country. The jobs they hold might otherwise be held by citizens or legal immigrants.
falling asleep.
The public service they use impose burdens on our taxpayers. That's why our administration has moved aggressively to secure our borders more, by hiring a record number of new border guards, by deporting twice as many criminal aliens as ever before, by cracking down on illegal hiring, by barring welfare benefits to illegal aliens. In the budget I will present to you, we will try to do more to speed the deportation of illegal aliens who are arrested for crimes, to better identify illegal aliens in the workplace, as recommended by the commission headed by former Congresswoman Barbara Jordan. We are a nation of immigrants, but we are also a nation of laws. It is wrong and ultimately self-defeating for a nation of immigrants to permit the kind of abuse of our immigration laws we have seen in recent years, and we must do more to stop it.
Yeah, but then all the Democrats did is that they went back to their old ways and went, oh, yeah, we could just slaves, like just turn them into slaves. That was it. Like that's all they, you know. You know, it is funny. The formation of the KKK was a Democrat party. Like the left is just, it's yeah. Anyway, sorry.
It's just it's so mind-boggling because it's like, people, you've literally been voting in Democrats and stuff like that that have been preaching about this and doing these things for many, many decades. And yet you've been behind it. And yes, let's deport the illegals, get them out. As soon as Trump says it, all of a sudden it's like the worst thing in the world. And he is like freaking Hitler and this and that. It's like, what are you guys even talking about? Like, it's funny how you put one symbol / flag behind one person and they cheer for it. Then you have someone with a different symbol flag behind them saying the exact same thing and they boo.
Well, it's because these people it's tribalism. These people aren't actually like thinking critically. They're never thinking critically. It's just team sport. That's it. They don't think of like, how does this impact people? How does this impact my children? You know, the Brampton boomer that basically flipped off Canada, was a culmination of that idea. Like, it's just team sport, unthinking. They don't care.
Clearly. Like, and I think that's what bothers me the most is the lack of critical thinking, I don't know, the lack of empathy, sympathy at all for so many people just on the one side.
You know, when Malcolm X says things like, you know, beware of the white liberal, because they're the ones that are actually going to like harm you. You don't have to worry about the conservative because like they, or the, the white nationalist or the, the white supremacist, they make it very clear of their position. They don't hide it. But the liberal does it in a soft, caring way. While they actually destroy your life saying, I'm doing it for your own good.
Oh yeah, they're very manipulative. They're sneaky.
Well, it's like I said, these people operate under, it's all emotion based. It's all feels. It has nothing to do with like actual, it has nothing to do with actual logic, has nothing to do with reason, nothing. Has nothing to do with that. It's all feels, devoid of statistics, devoid of any type of information. They have to meddle. It's like this weird complex that these fucking people have. They can't just leave people alone. They have to meddle with other people. They have to. I'm doing this. No, how about you just leave people alone? How about just leave people alone? It's not that hard. Okay.
It's really not, actually. Did you see that one video? There was like, I don't know what kind of protest it was. It was something recent, but there was like these leftists that were going after this one right guy. And he kept like, he had one of those like megaphones and kept putting it in his ear.
Oh,
and stuff
that
that.
You beat the shit out of 5 of them?
Yes. Yes. God. Well, and that guy didn't look young either. Like, and he wouldn't leave him alone, and then knocked the thing, and then was just like, that's it. Like,
and
when he pushed someone on the right too far. Yeah.
Well, that's what these LARPers don't know. And this is the issue that like Renee Good and all these people, they have no idea. Like 99% of these people in some LARPing, fantasy. They think they're playing. Did you see the video that came out where I think it was her girlfriend was saying, why did you have real bullets? She was screaming, why do you have, this is how these people are. This is how they function.
What did you, this isn't a fucking video game or a movie. Why wouldn't they have real bullets? You were being a real threat. Why did you have a real vehicle and it wasn't some freaking stationary thing that you pretended to run over him but didn't actually hit him? Why did you hit
like
him?
Those old things at the malls, those things you throw a quarter in it and like go up and down.
Yeah. Why didn't you have one of those in the middle of the road? Could you imagine?
Like, but this shows these people live in fantasy land. They're actually removed from reality. They're used to seeing cops, using less than lethal rounds, using like bean bags or like tear gas or whatever. These people are LARPing. They're LARPing.
Really? Or they think they're in freaking England or something, or we have English cops here. Like, come the fork on right now.
No, but this is what these people, they don't even understand what they're doing. That's how the
sad thing is that these are grown-ass adults. Okay.
Supposedly.
I remember when our kids were younger, having to explain to them, okay, this is real life. This is not a video game. If you do
Really?
What?
You had a chance for Queen and you threw it away.
What are you talking about?
Carry on.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is this the real life or is this just fantasy?
Oh, Jesus. I'm so sorry.
Carry on.
My Wayward Son. Or was that another one that I was gonna?
No, you ruined it. You ruined it. Nope.
Oh my God, you ruined everything. Anyway, but like remember having to explain to our kids when they were younger, like, this is real life. This is not a video game. If you do what is wrong with you?
Open your eyes. Look out to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy. I need no sympathy.
Inbreeders.
What the fuck?
I mean, you're like the worst. It's fucking interrupting me. I mean,
Sorry, carry on.
no. You can't
All right,
just
karaoke. Everyone, get drunk and. I'm just kidding. Right. So having to teach the kids that like this is not real life. This is just fantasy. Stuck in a landslide, no escape from reality. You know, I tell them, open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. But I'm just a poor boy. I need no sympathy.
easy
Because-
come, easy go.
There you go. Thank you.
You're the worst. Anyway.
Cool.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, like what do you...
septum pierced. Let me just try it, see what I look like. Oh, it's kind of nice. I think I'll leave it. Yeah, it's
no.
Right now, we are in downtown Minneapolis.
I hate men. I hate the patriarchy.
Dude, I was literally just gonna say, and the patriarchy.
I hate these scissors.
I hate Donald Trump. Shot my bangs off. No man will ever want me.
God doesn't exist.
The officer from June
God.
was identified in court documents as
No more God. I hate ICE. I hate America. I hate white people.
Jesus. Hey, disturb. Awesome. All right.
Yep.
I like a good disturbed. Ooh, wah, ah, ah, ah. I'm a fan.
That's how it all starts. Get your septum pierced. It's all downhill from there.
Oh, yes. You know, I love seeing those videos. There's more videos of like leftist chicks that like converted to Islam that like try to like Islam or like woman-splain Islam to Islamists. There's more. There's so many more.
It doesn't surprise me, to be
You know what?
completely honest.
I think they deserve it. Like we've had to deal with these chicks for a decade, 2 decades now. It's nice.
They're
to
all
see
yours, guys.
Yeah, they're branching out and trying to like woman splain and like feminize Muslims. It's like
Yeah, maybe they can like ring them back in.
no, they'll just gouge their eyes out. Like literally, they'll just gouge their eye out. Oh, you're talking back to me?
Then maybe they'll see the light or the darkness.
No, but
Possibly some dragons.
did you see there's a meme of like this chick that's like completely covered in like a hijab burqa? I don't know. I don't care. I don't know the difference. But it's like that face when your wife eyes you seeing or eyes when the face it says that face your wife makes when she sees you eyeing a goat from behind.
Oh
It's
my
just-
God.
He just can't see anything.
Ew. So gross. So gross. Oh my God. Well, you know, if you guys are still hanging around, like hit the subscribe button, you know, like you're here. Feed the plant. And also, in case you're wondering,
I'm not fat. I'm big boned.
the more you know. Pew, pew, pew. Wait,
It's a little bit
do you
for me
have
to find
anything else, or after you completely derailed me? And oh my God, hold on. Want to see? Hold on. I got one more video for you. Sorry. Just because I just seen this, so we have to.
What the
Just have
fuck?
to.
Candace Owens is Muslim?
Stop! There's no forking way. That has to be trolling. There's no way.
Tell me that's not Candace Owens.
Oh my God! Right? That's funny. Wow. So she is a Muslim doppelganger. Creepy.
Or it's her.
Creepy. Oh, that one was funny too. You know what? Just gonna spend a couple of minutes. Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. God, you're the worst. Oops.
Did you see that stuff that Joe was saying?
Put your hand in the air and try to break your wrist. Then the pulse your chest and try to bite so ill. And go bang, 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 bang. Put your hand in the air.
Okay, sorry. I still have one more video to show you, but what about Joe?
You see what he was like? He was talking about like you know, all the ICE arrests and everything, that like these people did nothing wrong and all this stuff. Like, no, Joe, hello. When
Joe.
people what do you think when people said that we want these people out? We want them gone. They need to leave. We're tired of women being assaulted. We're tired of our children being assaulted. We're tired of seeing, you know, people that are just trying to get through life being attacked. And Joe's having like a, you know, like a come to Jesus moment realization that like this is what that means. It doesn't mean that we like, hey, you think maybe you could, you know, just like what Canada does, where now we have 4 million people with expired visas are saying, no, we demand to stay here. It's like, no.
Yeah.
You go away now. You go home.
Yeah. That's
hey. You don't know that song, do you?
Oh God.
Hey,
Oh, it's something else
Joe.
I'm not on here.
Where are you going with that gun in your hands?
On this episode of Tweaker Geographic, we observe two subjects performing what experts call a tweaker mating ritual. The male, in nothing but his underpants,
she's wearing a
lets
Trump
out a
mask.
loud roar, likely a mating call to the female, who doesn't seem very impressed. On this episode of Tweaker Geographic, we observe two subjects performing what experts call a tweaker mating ritual. The male, in nothing but his underpants, lets out a loud roar, likely a mating call to...
Oh, no.
You're welcome. You're welcome for that. Will haunt your dreams.
Oh my God.
Freaking tweakers.
Those people are on cloud nine. They are probably having the experience of their lifetime. We are just not a part of it.
No, we are not on their level. Could you imagine for 1 second?
Okay.
Pretend you and I, we went out, we're like, you know what? We're going to do something stupid. And we do some weird ass, whatever they're on. and then someone videotapes us and this is what we're doing, and you seeing that afterwards and be like, oh dear God. Like I would be so humiliated. Definitely 100% liberals.
Liberals, they're fucking Anunnaki. They're on a different planet. I don't know what you're talking about, JT. They're fucking traveling the, traveling the time warp, baby.
The Trump mask though. What? Oh, oh Jesus. They remind me of like
she like she's gotta say something like, my I can't think of like a funny Trump something about like my rocket's big or something, or just call me Iwo Jima because I'm about to invade you, something. I don't fucking know.
Oh jeez. Get a better camera, right? 100%. But I mean, you know what they remind me of? They remind me of those like, oh, was it Chernobyl or
Hills Have Eyes?
Am I thinking World War Z or something like that? No, like just those weird, like they were underground. It had to have been Chernobyl. Maybe. Shit. Whatever. Some freaking creepy ass movie where there's like those bald guys. They're all like bald and they're underground and they walk all weird. Like they just sit there in the dark and the light shines on them. They're like, what? Someone, come on, people.
Hills Have Eyes?
What I'm talking about? No.
The Descent?
I just said I think it's Chernobyl. Like 20 times. Hold on. Let me check.
Was there, I don't know, I watched that movie like 30 times. Was it like a tour guide?
No, there wasn't a tour guide.
That was what? Oh no, it wasn't Will. No, that wasn't Will Smith. Although I could see the distinction. That dude's a fucking creep. There's stuff coming out about him. Ooh, a lot of stuff is coming out about.
Hold that thought, because I'm very curious on this, but I have to stop sharing the tweakers before I can share the other thing. Like this guy right here. They're all bald and they were like
Diaries.
Yeah.
Oh, that's definitely not Chernobyl. That's the Chernobyl Diaries.
What? Sorry.
All right. Okay.
I'm okay.
Well, I tried to find that meme and I can't find it. So, okay, Sarah.
Okay, so what are you talking about, Will Smith? What about Will Smith?
Oh no, it's we've been going for 2 hours. It's a topic for a different day, or you're welcome to go look it up. I encourage people go look all the stuff that's getting exposed with Will Smith right now. That's all I'll say.
Well, you have to fill me in after though, because now I'm curious.
Let's since we seem to have like a bit of a lyrical kind of thing going on, let's just say it's more than a feeling and he's hitting on something.
Does it also contain sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausage?
I will neither confirm nor deny.
Let's just keep going on these stupid songs. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, he's not a good dude. Let's put it that way. He is not a good dude.
Okay, I need to know more. Okay, well, thing is how you don't want to talk about it and you're eluding me. Well, I need to go do some research now. But to everybody who has been hanging out with us, thank you for clicking on that little button and coming to listen to the craziness going on in the world today. Don't forget to hit the little subscribe button, share us, all that fun stuff. We like being tossed around like dirty little whores. So please share. Anyway.
On King. I mean, you're saying I Am Legend. The movie fucked up the book. The book tells such a better story than the movie.
Yes. No, you are on it. Ugh. It is that. You're right. I Am Legend. Those guys. Sorry. As soon as you said that, I was like, wait a minute. And now I'm looking. Yeah, they are the ones that like stand there in the dark. Yes. Carry on, you talking while I pull this up.
Yeah, no, the whole idea of I Am Legend is vampires take over the world. And he's like the last survivor. So they kind of allude to it.
Vampires?
Yes, those are all vampires. So they've taken over the world. The I Am Legend is now, they tell stories of a monster that comes after them and snatches them from their beds while they're sleeping. So he was the legend that these, this new species that took over the world was talking about. He was the monster in their eyes. Like I said, in the movie, it kind of alludes to it. Like how they can't go out in the sun and, any sunlight, they freak out or they start burning. It's because they're vampires. That's such a fucking cooler story. That's such a cooler story than, how they try and depict it in the movie, that it's just like a zombie thing.
Yeah, I did not I never would have thought vampire. I mean, yes, it does make sense because yes, they didn't like the light,
and they were intelligent. Like they were actually, you remember when Will Smith was walking into, he was like a grocery store and it was like Margaret and Tom or whatever were these two mannequins that were standing outside.
Oh yeah.
And then there was another one that he just happened he like passed by and it was like,
wasn't supposed to be there.
like Walter, what are you doing here? You're not he was actually like freaking out because they were setting him up. They set the trap for the monster.
Interesting.
Gene,
yeah, I did not know the difference between the movie like that. Not even a little bit.
Yeah, like that sounds.
Thanks, King.
Awesome. Like that's where
28 days, yeah.
I think 28 days. I haven't seen the 28 years later, but 28 days. I think that's one of the best zombie movies I think ever released.
Well, maybe for you. For me, my two favorites, and I'm petrified of zombies. Funny story. But my two favorites was oh my God. Something of the Dawn.
Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead. The newer one that had Sarah Polley in it. And World War Z, because World War Z was the first one that the zombies were moving fast AF and it scared the fork.
No, that was 28 days later. That's where what they would do. So the whole idea with the rage virus was it was supposed to suppress people's anger. It was supposed to be an anger management tool. And so people, the side effect or what ended up happening where people were actually going the thought is most people, the most you could actually exert your body is 60-70%. Like your body limits how strong you could actually be until, the proverbial a woman lifting a car off of her son. Because if we did that, we'd actually destroy our body. So what the rage virus ended up doing was it stopped that inhibiting property. So they would actually rip their muscles. Yeah. They would actually tear their muscles sprinting and trying to get into places. It's way more fucked up.
Ew. Maybe it's been a hot minute since I've seen 28 days. If that's the one I'm thinking of, I didn't like it, but
that's where he locked the opening scene is he locked his wife and kids inside of a house and he just booked it. He just ran.
Nice.
Yeah. That's the opening scene.
Oh, that's fucking great. I watch all zombie movies made so I can learn what libtards think. I like it. And Maximum Overdrive, that was a fantastic movie.
I don't remember that.
That was the one where all the machines started coming to life, like the toasters, this and that. But then also there was the trucks. Who is it? Was it Emilio Estevez? I can't remember, but there was trucks, and one of the trucks had a clown face thing on it.
Oh,
they all came to life.
Yes. Yeah, it had
Yeah.
I'm looking at Joker mask. Hey, is that an old Peterbilt? It looks like an old Peterbilt. Or is it?
Is
I
it
need, like, a
Emilio
side shot.
Estevez that's in it?
I don't know who that is. I don't know. Oh, yeah, Emilio Estevez, yeah.
Okay.
Pat Hingle, Laura Harrington, Yeardley Smith.
I don't know about all those. I just remember the main guy. But no, that was the gooder too. God, we need to start watching some of these movies again. Bring it back old school. We should have a movie night.
Is that like an old Mac? Looks like
Oh my
an
God,
old
you're
Mac.
like, oh, we've lost him on the trucks, guys. We lost the trucker on the trucks.
Well, see, in the book, like I'm looking at it right now, it's an old Kenworth.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like an old, like, I don't even know if that's even a Kenworth then in like the 60s, 70s.
Hold
when
on.
this movie
What
came out.
What was that truck that was in that movie? Oh, with Liam Neeson, Ice Roads?
My truck was in it.
Yeah, it was.
We're not talking about that one. No, like literally, for anyone that doesn't know, like literally, the truck that goes through the ice was my truck.
Yeah, like no
literally my truck.
Yeah, not just the same model. It was literally, we putted that thing home all the way from BC to sell it for the movie. So we didn't get the Kenworth got to do this actual sale, but yeah.
Yeah, but I'm old as shit.
Probably not that old.
Yeah, see, so I'm looking at photos of it, like on the book, it's like an old Kenworth. Like I could show you guys.
Yes, please.
Like,
oh, that one. Yeah. Oh, hi.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh God, you're gonna see all my gay porn. Yeah, but like the photos here.
Okay.
But yeah, like it, but just kind of like some of the side shots, it looks more like an old Mac. Like this here, it looks like an old Mac. But who knows? Anyways, all right. Of course. Oh, okay. All right. Now let's get out of here.
You almost lost me there. Okay. Thank you again to everybody who decided to take time out of your day to come sit with us and listen to the craziness going on in the world today. Don't forget to subscribe, share us like dirty hookers.
Why is everyone showing up now?
Oh my God. My intro you interrupt, my outro you interrupt. You're just ruining the only things that I have.
Sorry, I seen our numbers like just
You're the worst.
skyrocket.
You're the worst.